Hey guys, this is Cruise Roy. Going to start on the 4.0's front timing chain and left-hand cassette, I guess you call it. I had to rig up this chain to go around the motor, and it's bolted to the transmission bolt on the back, and that's to hold this gear steady. I don't know how else to do it. This was on a forum because I already took everything apart, so I can't use this clamp here to hold the crank. And you got to put a lot of pressure on this, so I already got it loose, but it's a number 18 reverse Torx. They call it an E-Torx, which doesn't make any sense because it's almost the size of the head bolts, which are T55s, but what do I know. But anyways, I cracked this free. I'm going to leave that snug for right now. What I want to do is bring my harmonic balancer back to top dead center, which the keyway was almost all the way straight up. I'll calculate that and fix it before I put the new gears on, but now I gotta go in the back here and loosen this chain. What I did is I locked it in with a screwdriver and a tranny bolt back here, and a giant screwdriver, and it's wedged in a locking bolt here. Take that out, just pull that, chain releases. The chain was just locked in there, and that's it on that. Put the nut back on. This is my keep around chain just in case I need something. Alright, so this is loose, and I got it locked too with the Ford tool on both sides. Can't see the one on the back, but the one on the back is locked and this one's locked, so the cam was staying tight. But so you don't put so much pressure on everything, you lock this up so it doesn't move. So it's 10 millimeters for this big cassette here. I don't know if they call it a cassette or we'll just call it a guide. I'm also just doing these vids to keep my mind straight of what we're doing here. It's not quite coming loose. And I think it's a 6 or an 8 millimeter on this guide here. You can use sockets. I'm just taking my time here. I don't want to break anything. And I did dig out a few more pieces out of the oil pan, and I'm just going to go for it, I guess, and just hope that there's nothing else in there. I wouldn't. Seems like everything fell out. I think this one's under tension because of this little spring. To buy the new one, it's got a grenade pin in it holding it steady so it doesn't. And then you pull that out, I guess, once you install it. So I'm assuming there's a little pressure. That's why this screw ain't coming out by hand. There we go. Yep, it's got spring tension on it. Yep. And if you notice, that was cracked as well up front here, so that wasn't a bad thing taking that out of there. That one was destined to go. We put that with the parts here. Alright, so now it's funny how the chain is just so loose it could almost fall off. I guess this is how this comes off. And that looked pretty good, but I got a new one, so we'll get rid of this one. Alright, I can get the harmonic out of here. Now, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna look at this with the video, and right around here is where link 1 is. I don't know if that makes a difference. And what's funny is there's all kind of numbers, but this one does the same thing. It moves. There's no keyway. So that's what's hard to understand about timing, that they just move. This bolt here is a torque to yield. I think we have to go get a new one of these. So I'm going to be going to Ford soon and picking up these. This is a torque to yield, so this one's pretty much no good. Alright. Okay, there's no notches or anything in here. It's like a press fit right into the jack chain there. So, alright, see if we can get the chain out of here, which it doesn't look it until the gear's out. So you just wiggle the gear. Wiggle this gear out. Wiggle the gear out. There's no way of taking it with the chain. And you take the chain out. So to match them up, I want to keep them together. This is how these would go, I guess. That link number 1 is going to aim that way, so we'll keep it like that for now, but that's the assembly there. Okay. Now, I can replace this. I don't know. People have said they've changed this without getting the girdle off, but I can't see how. I really can't see how. Because there's a Torx here, and then you have the gear, the chain, everything looks okay. Doesn't look like anything's broken in there, so I'm going to have to take a chance on that, I think. Alright, now the next thing is this bolt has to come out, and this Torx, and also that nut. And this seems to be, it didn't break. Alright, So that was the main timing chain, and I'm going to look at the cassette here and see how that comes apart. Cruise Roy, I'm out of here.